Hello everyone, this is Natnarf signing back in and welcome back to Jake Hunter. Last episode we've learned that um I think we learned nothing actually. We just learned the basic again. So yeah, let's keep moving. No, elsewhere. Actually, we haven't gone to here yet. As you got closer to the pier, the smell of the ocean and the docks got stronger and stronger. It was still a pretty pleasant smell to the to a city boy like me, but it didn't seem to bother Julia. The scene at the Montes Pier was that of a ballet. Hundreds of trucks are moving intricately choreographed precision. Mr. Holloway's ship is docked here, isn't it, sir? Yeah, it should be a trader that put into port about 5 days ago. I wonder which one of this it is. What do I want to do? Inspect, of course. Closer look revealed that each warehouse bore a sign, presumably the name of the company that owned it. The streets were clogged with trucks hauling literally tons of goods back and forth. I realized that millions of dollars worth of imports and exports had to pass through these streets every day. Kind of a humbling thought. Oh my god, who are you? I stopped a rather rough-looking longshoreman and attempted to ask him about Holloway's ship. Hey buddy, I'm looking for a particular ship. You know where I could find out where it's docked? Huh? Is some kind of cop or something? How the hell should I know? Apparently decided he's wasted enough of his time on me, and the man turned to walk away. Friendly guy. How are we gonna find Holloway's ship? Well sir, I think maybe we should go visit the port authority. As I recall, it's near the entrance to the harbor. Good plan, let's move. Let's move! I couldn't help but wonder if we'd find anything at all. This place hadn't exactly been go well, and the itch in the back of my brain was telling me they weren't about to get any better anytime soon. I can't even talk straight anymore. But I can see the goldfish looking for food at me. This is the Port Authority building, sir. The docks aren't accessible to unauthorized personnel, so if you want to ask about the ship, this is the only place to do it. Then let's get to work. The Port Authority was just an office in a simple building. I noticed the receptionist glancing down his nose in either direction. He was the only person in the office, but the look on his face suggested he thought it should have stayed that way. I need to give him a reason to talk to us before we got kicked out. Oh my god. Hey there, my name is Jake Hunter. I'm a private eye and I was hoping you might be able to help me out. You see, I was hoping to get a little bit more information. Oh, shush! Information on one of the ships docked out in your ship harbor there. Private eye, eh? So you're a detective? Interesting. He hadn't yelled at me or bandaged again, so I felt we were off on the right foot. What can you tell me about the ship Mr. Holloway was on? This have something to do with your so-called investigation? Look, buddy, I got better things to do than argue with some dime dorm's Sam Spade. Either give me a reason you're on the up and up, or get the hell out of my office. I wasn't sure what to make of the look he gave me. Was he asking for a bribe? Look, I know you can't just give out sensitive information to every Tom, Dick, or Harry that walks through your door. But you got an important job to do here, and you do care about doing it right. I respect that. But this is a matter of life and death, and I need your help. Life or death? I can't go into details, but I can tell you that the information I need could be the difference between happy ever after and, well, I need to know about the ship that the man named Harry Holloway was on. I could see the cogs turning into his dim, tiny mind. Finally, he made a decision and started typing something in the computer. Now about this Harry Holloway, I looked him up. Says here he got off a ship called the Last Carpost 5 days ago. Where's the last car post from? Let's see. Looks like Baraka. You sure about that? Yep, sure, I'm sure. Looks like she hasn't been back to her home port in a while. You said that the last car post hasn't been back to its home port. Where has it been? Looks like up until a few years ago it had been going back and forth between this port and its home port. But lately, it's been going back and forth between here and China. China? Yeah. Hey, this is interesting. What's interesting? The last car port isn't privately owned. It's registered to the American government. Now don't that sound a little too fishy to you? Yes. Yes, it does. Thanks, you're a lifesaver, pal. I thanked him again and turned to Yulia. Sir, this is big, babe. Bigger than I thought. I don't know what it is just yet, but if that ship belongs to the Barakan government, it looks more like Eva has become tangled in something much larger than herself or Mr. Holloway. Where should we go next, sir? The only place I'd want to go at a time like this. The bar. Fjord. The way to the fjord was through one of the Depono's older districts. And every so often Yulia would stop to look at one of the buildings. Whether from simple nostalgia or something else, she wouldn't say. But she'd only stop for a moment, then move on. It looked like the bar fjord had just opened for the evening. Let's go in! Gentleman that I am, I opened the door for Yulia and suggested that she go through instead of me. Yulia paused and looked up at my face for a brief moment before giving me a small smile and stepping into the bar. I followed Yulia to the bar. The lighting was dim but pleasant, and not at all the sort of dive I usually found myself in. Around. Just like before, there weren't many customers. Then again, I did keep visiting in the middle of the day. Pietro and the middle-aged woman were both there. I was starting to wonder if she ever left. I don't think she did. Men are all. Are you right? Oh, isn't it, Mr. Private Eye? I'm so happy. Did you come to see me again? No. So who's this? Who's this? You're the woman today? Oh, I see how it is. She's I don't think we're gonna get any help from her, babe. Now that I had Yulia with me to translate, I was finally going to get my chance to ask Pietro a few questions. Eva. Excuse me, have you seen this woman before? I pulled out a picture of Eva Holloway had given me. Blah, 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 blah. I think he said, of course I've seen her. This is Eva. She comes here often with her boyfriend, Mr. Holloway. I guess she's regular here. When? When was the last time you saw Eva? Blah, 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 blah. 5 days ago, she said. He was here with Mr. Holloway. Attitude. Where were Mr. Holloway and Eva like that day? Blah 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 blah. I feel like Teletubbies. It looked like they were having fun, but at times they seemed like they were talking about something serious. He says that they looked like they were discussing a mutual problem. Were they talking about breaking up or something like that? Blah 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 blah. He says he doesn't think so, although she said this is for your sake several times in Baraka. It sounds like their discussion was rather heated. Relationship. How was their relationship going, lady? He says that they were both in love with each other. Especially Eva was deeply in love with Mr. Holloway. When he was out of the job, she worked night and day to help him get another job. Then the other one, and eventually found him the job he was now. Anything else? Can you think of anything else that might be helpful? It seems that Eva had been worried about something lately. He says she kept saying it's my fault in Baraka. Okay. What did he just say? I'm not really sure. He's telling us to drink something. Aquavit? Is that some sort of alcohol beverage? I'm sorry, Ben, but we don't have time for that right now. Oh boy. Man, what a useless bunch. Another victim of demon alcohol. Julia and I were on our way out of the bar when I heard Marcy start calling to me from my jacket pocket. Sir, you got a call. Thanks, y'all. I hadn't figured that out. What is it? I dug Marcy out of my pocket and looked at the ID caller. A payphone! That scum is back again. Is it King? Hunter. Hello, Mr. Hunter? Hey! Is that you, Holloway? Have you found Eva yet? Stop that! No luck yet. I see. Is something wrong? If you find Eva... If you find Eva, you have to take her to Who's? Who's? I smell something burning! What the hell are you talking about, kid? Please! Before I could ask Holloway what the heck was you talking about, I heard a click, and then the line went dead. Kid hung up. What's the matter, sir? I just got a mighty strange call from Holloway. He said that if I find Eva, I need to take her to Huss. Huss? Is that someone's name? Oh my god, what's that smell? It's burned! On the exhaust fan! Could be a supermarket for all, but I don't know. But the name does seem most likely. Can't say I've run into it before though. Huh? Another phone call. Holloway, I've got some questions. This isn't Mr. Holloway, Hunter. This is Sharp. Oh, what's going on, Sharp? Something matter? I wanted to ask you a few questions about Harry Holloway. He just disappeared from his hotel room. No! What? Do you have any idea where he might have gone to? That bastard! He just called me just now from a payphone. Didn't say where he was. No hunches either. Nope. Yeah. Can you check on Tita? Shit! What's going on here? Did something happen to Holloway? I need to talk to you about that. Think you could drop by the station? I can't talk about this over the phone. Sure thing, I'll be right over. With that, Sharp hung up and I stood there for a moment, stared at Marcy blank screen. What on earth is going on in here, sir? I don't have the first goddamn idea, sweetheart. But I got a feeling that shit is about to hit the fan, and we'd better get this mess figured out before it does. I think it's time we headed over to the Lithium Street Police Station. Let's go! Okay, Teeny, come back here, Teeny. Neither Julia or I had much to say as we walked. I pulled out a cigarette and tried to think. I pushed myself past a pair of kids in handcuffs and through the door of the station. Sharp was waiting in the lobby, a cigarette clamped between his teeth. Even in the crowded lobby, there was space around him. No one wanted to get close. He looked like he'd been waiting for a while. About time I've been waiting. I know! I just walked here! Sorry. What's going on? Holloway's my client. If something happened, I gotta take the appropriate steps. There's an arrest. What? There's an arrest warrant for Harry Holloway. What? He's wanted for the illegal possession of a firearm. You've gotta be kidding me. A gun. What the hell did Holloway have a gun? That's what I'd like to know. There are 5 handguns in this travel guide. What? What kind of handguns were they? Military issue. That strange broad King sent over from his crime lab said it was a Chinese knockoff of some Russian pistol. I think the Chinese sell it as a Takrafan Model 213. Tokavan. I can't even speak it. Tokarev. Huh. I have to say though, I'm not sure what he was planning to do with them. They're useless the way they are. Maybe it was for the girlfriend. What do you mean, they're useless? The barrels have been removed from all of the guns. What? Still illegal to have them, even if they don't work. He said King sent someone over. Yeah, she's an energetic little thing. You can talk to her later if you want. You mean Sam? Oh man. Is Sam done in the crime lab? I was hoping I could talk to her before she runs back to Aspisia. They've gone over the crime scene, but they haven't finished processing all the evidence. She should still be around here somewhere. As I walked my way through the crowd towards Sharp, a cop ran up to him and whispered something in his ear. Understood. I'll be right there. Sharp motioned him to the side and turned back to me. I got some business to attend to. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Sharp spun on his heel and walked toward the crime lab. A few moments to myself, I decided to try and organize my thoughts. Damn it! What did this guy got into again? After the attack, I've decided I needed to find out more about Mr. Holloway. First, you can hear the bata singing in the background. Oh god. Shut up. Shh. Quiet. Good. We'd gone to Monty's Pier and managed to uncover some important information about Holloway. Mr. Information. We'd learned the name of his ship, the Last Carpus, and its nationality. I forgot! Is it Baraka? Yeah, Baraka. Eva's country. What was the Last Carpus shipping route? Which one was it then? China? Yeah, we've been told it was going back and forth between US and China. I keep forgetting I'm not in US. I'm here in Hong Kong, so yeah. We also discovered that the ship had an unusual owner. Who owned the land? The Barakan government. Yeah, the Republic of Baraka owned the Last Corpus. After that, I'd learned from Shop that there was a warrant out for Mr. Holloway's arrest. The warrant was for illegal weapons. Yeah, they'd found a bunch of guns in his room. The police had found his guns, but Holloway himself was... What shootout? Fugitive? Yeah. He disappeared from his room at the hotel, and neither I nor the police knew where he was. I turned the day's events over and over in my mind, examining them from every angle. I was pretty sure I had all the facts straight. I just finished up when I saw Sharp running towards me across the lobby. We got trouble. This just came in. Now what? Now what happened? Talk! What happened? Yeah, not good, Hunter. What is it? Did he die?
See that? No, Rich. No one.
A man was just found shot to death on Agri Pier. Reports indicate he was holding a gun with a missing barrel in his right hand. Oh shit.
Okay.
Oh no. Sir, do you think he might be Mr. Holloway? A man had been found shot to death on Agri Pier. I hoped it might prove the guns in the hotel weren't Mr. Holloway's, but unfortunately that didn't seem very likely. For all I knew, it was Mr. Holloway lying dead on the pier, in which case it hardly mattered who the guns belonged to. Things were going to hell in a handbasket pretty damn quick, and I was starting to feel like I was just along for the ride. I'm good. I'm gonna kill this guy. He's got another happy face, I swear. Wait, I gotta get that face. Grumpy. Damn. Oh no! Forgot to clean. A man holding a gun with no barrel had been killed on the docks. Great. The cops had turned up a stash of similarly gutted guns in my client's hotel room. Holloway had taken off before the cops showed up, and they had a warrant out for his arrest. Before he disappeared, Holloway had called me and said that if I found Eva, I should take her to house. house. With Holloway gone, it's going to be a lot harder to convince the police I need to be poking around. He stopped dropping things. After telling me about the dead man at the docks, Sharp had taken off, but it looked like he'd come back. How does it look, Sharp? It's a real mess down there. We still haven't got an ID on the stiff. Great. Letting yourself stew over this isn't going to help anyone. Least of all you. Doctor, just give it a little while. We'll have some answers soon enough. Yeah, I know. Oh, right. There's someone who wants to talk to you. What? Who? Didn't I tell you about the lab tech King sent over? Hey, Mr. Hunter, there you are. And you're here too. Good to see you. Oh, hey, Sam. Heard you were looking for me. A pleasure as always, Miss Martin. Hello. Oh, that's not real nice. Ew, that's not real nice, Mr. H. I thought you'd be happy to see me. I am happy, just not with the news in my head. She worked in a crime lab back in Especia. I'd met her through King. She's a bit of a strange luck, but she sure knows her stuff. Alright, now that I've got you two settled, I'll be heading back to the crime lab. I'll let you know if anything comes up. You kids play nice now. You're not my dad. Thanks, Sharp. I want to call him Shark. He's sure alright, isn't he? Yeah. Sam! Why are you here? What brings you to the pawn now? Sharp told me King sent you over here as some kind of backup. Backup? Yeah, well, I guess you can say that. Come on, Sam. What the hell are you talking about? Sorry. I think King sent me over here to be your backup, Mr. H. You got to be kidding. Crime labs are always understaffed, aren't they? Even my lab back in Especia could use a few more guys. But I guess King thought it was more important for me to be here to help you out. Isn't he just a sweetheart? I see. I guess I'll thank King later. Alright, Sam. What can you tell me about the shooting over at the new Gold Hotel? Well, I was in charge of the forensic investigation of that whole deal, so I guess I could tell you just about everything. What did you burn up? You forgot to cut a corner. What do I want to talk about? The gun! Tell me about the piece. Well, I think it might be a Tokarev Model 213. That's a Chinese knockoff of a Russian Tokarev pistol. I'll just call it a pistol. I can't really say for sure at this point, but judging by the scoring on the bullet, I'm about 99% sure that the gun that fired it was a Model 213. That Model 213 is made by Noriko, a state arms manufacturer over in China, but we've been seeing a lot of them in the black market lately. Interesting. Word around the station is that someone's trying to bum you off. Mr. H, is that true? Yep.
Look, I found it.
Yes, you found it. She's found her Sofia at all, everyone. Give a round of applause. I don't know why am I doing this. Yeah, it's looking that way. Well, you be sure to watch out then. Okay? Be careful. Anything I should be watching out for, Sam? Well, the street price for Model 213 is a lot lower than those guns were on sale right now. But it's a real powerful weapon for a price. It's a military gun. Oh, it's a military grade gun back around World War II, you know. Oh god. No, Sam, I did not know that. Well then, you just learned something. It even has stronger penetrating power than the famous infamous .44 Magnum, which can make analyzing gunshots wound more difficult. However, it can only hold 7 bullets, 8 if one round is chambered, which is somewhat less than most modern day firearms. The gun itself is awfully light, so it's got a real kick when you pull the trigger. High powered and deep penetration. in a 7-round clip. High power detonation. But, oh, thank you. I've just been baby fed. Good sister. A high powered and deep penetration. That's intense. That right there. It's not a euphemism. Sounds like pretty serious business, Sam. Shooting scene. What did you find at the hotel? Near as I can tell, there was one assailant with one gun. Based on what I saw and heard, I don't think they were trying to kill your Mr. Holloway. You're saying it was just a warning. Hell of a lot of lead for a warning. But if he'd really wanted to kill Mr. Holloway, why not go into the room and shoot him? No, the only reason someone would just shoot holes in the door like that is to scare someone. Unless they're just an idiot. I haven't considered that. You're so mean. Anything you can tell me about the suspect? Not much, I'm afraid, Mr. H. Look at the pattern of gunfire. I would say the shooter probably wasn't used to shooting a gun. Most people who haven't fired a gun before just keep shooting until the clip is empty. Yeah. Makes sense. The door looked like sweet cheese. Now he's making me hungry. Samantha and I were in the middle of discussing guns and shooting thereof when Yulia spoke up. Oh, Detective Sharp. Hey Hunter, we just got a little more info on the body over at Agri. Give it to me straight, Doc. Things are pretty crazy down there, but it looks like the stiff wasn't from around here. They found an ID on his body that marks him as a Barakan sailor. What's with all the Barakan? Barakan? Your stiff wouldn't happen to be a sailor from the last corpus, wouldn't he? Yes, as a matter of fact, he would. As a matter of fact, he would. Want to tell me how you know that? Well, that was the ship my client served on. Oh, it's an H. Hello, Tiny. H. Holloway? Interesting. Well, the gun the poor guy was holding was another one of those Chinese pistols your man was hiding. Great. Looks like the incident probably has some kind of connection to your Mr. Holloway. Looks like I'm probably gonna be here all night, but you kids ought to head back to your hotel and catch a little shut-eye. How can I sleep at a time like this? I'll give you a call if anything turns. Nick, thanks, Sharp. I'm not gonna sleep. I'll let you know if I turn up anything. Thanks, Hunter. See you around. I watched Sharp chugged off down the hallway. Well, looks like I'll be up all night myself. I'm going back to the lab. See you, Mr. H. Thanks for the info, Sam. Let's talk to Yulia about this. It's rather getting late, sir. Perhaps we should take Mr. Sharp's advice and take it back to our hotel. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Unless I miss my guess, tomorrow's gonna be a real doozy. Yep. Yulia and I left the station heading back to the direction of the hotel. It had been a long day and I was hoping to catch a few winks before we got back to work. Tired and sore from a long day's work, Yulia and I finally managed to drag ourselves back to the hotel. Drag? You tired, babe? Yes, you weren't kidding when you said there'll be a lot of walking. And there's gonna be a lot more tomorrow. So be sure you get some sleep, alright? Oh, I sure will, I'm sure. Hey, I'm glad you stayed. You are a real big help today, babe. Well, I'm glad you came to your senses, sir. As far as I was concerned, there was never any question that would astray. I'm sure there wasn't. See you tomorrow, Dollface. No! Sleep together in the room! You might get killed again! Yes, sir. Sleep tight. I didn't want to go to sleep. It felt too much like doing nothing. But I also knew from their experience that even detectives need their sleep. And if I didn't get some, I wasn't going to be much of one. Good morning, sir. That was a very quick sleep. Did you sleep well last night? Like a baby! Well, we got a... Well, we sure got a full plate, don't we? do you think we ought? Where do you think we ought to start? Ow. Well, I keep thinking about the name Mr. Holloway mentioned when he called you. You're thinking about hosts. Yes, I've been thinking about that too. Alright, that settles it. Time for us to figure out the identity of that mysterious host. Ready for another day of hard work? I am always ready, sir! Well, with a name like host, they're probably Chinese. Yes, that sounds like it. Alright. Well, when you think of something Chinese we've seen... When you think of anything Chinese we've seen on this case, what are the 3 things that comes to mind? First. Shipping route? No, that's copper. Mr. Holloway's ship. Next, of course, is... guns. The pieces that used at the 2 crime scenes are manufactured in China. And lastly... not the phone. Martial artists? I've heard there's a Chinese Kung Fu master in Depono. Maybe he can teach me a few things. See, it all makes sense. No, sir, it doesn't. In fact, it looks like I'm just making things up. The thing I used to respect. Hey, you stop that! The guy who showed up at the bar floor asking a few questions is probably the same guy who told me to back off the case. Remember? There's no way all of that is just a coincidence. You're right, sir. That does make sense. There has to be a connection. You just may be onto something. Or finally I'm onto something. There's gotta be a connection between hosts and all these Chinese stuff. Can we not be racist about this? Maybe we should go check it out. I knew there was only one place to go in Depono for the Chinese angle. I figured that would be the best place to start. Wait, I haven't finished talking to her yet. Looks like things have calmed down a bit around here. Apparently, TV stations and newspapers have been trying to sneak in by posing as guests. Bastards. They just have to stick their nose into everything, don't they? Hey, how did you find that out? I talked to a few of the hotel employees while I was waiting for you this morning, sir. I did have plenty of time after all. Cute. That's funny though. Nobody would talk to me. But you're the scariest one here. Okay, let's go to Chinatown. Where's that weird Kung Fu master guy? Yulia and I headed towards Chinatown, and I haven't been in Depono long, but I was already starting to feel at home with the streets. I pulled out a cigarette and lit it up as we walked. I wasn't quite sure how to feel. We'd finally got a lead on a mysterious phone call, but my client was on the run from the cops and I still haven't found Eva. There we are, back in Chinatown. If host is really in Chinese, this place is probably our best bet. Hoos. Alright, let's hope we can turn something up. Host. House. Hoos. I'm trying to recall what name is that. Even after all the time I've been in Chinatown, the bright colors and strange signs still seem foreign to me. Didn't see that kind of thing in the street so much. Oh, hello, lady. The lady in the store next to us was selling rice dumplings. She looks like she was probably Chinese, spoke with an accent. My gosh! She's been around here since I was a girl! She might be a good person to talk about goings on in the Chinese community. And let's talk! Do you know a person called Hoos? Hoos? That's not much to go on. What? Come to think of it, I think I heard about something when I was still living in Depono. The rumor was that a single man essentially ran Chinatown. Had his fingers in everything, and nothing happened in Chinatown without his say-so. So, if that's true, then he'd have to know damn near everything that's going on in Chinatown. Doing anything about our friend Hoos. I think his name was yes, his name was Master Lin. What? Master Lin? Correct. Well then, Looks like Mr. Lin is our new most wanted. I heard that there was someone around here called Master Lin. What are you, a businessman? Businessman? I guess so. I do have business with him, if that's what you mean. Then you should go to the Emperor Guan Temple. He's always sitting in the VIP seat. Thank you. If you have something to ask him, you should bring him a gift. A gift? What do you mean? Master Lin is very strict when it comes to proper etiquette. If you want him to do something for you, you need to bring him a gift. What gift? What does Master Lin like? What kind of gift should I bring him? We should give him cigarettes. Great. Here, buy these and bring them to him. They're cigarettes from China. Cigarettes. Hey. Well, whatever you say, ma'am. Looks like the two of you already have something in common, sir. Alright, ma'am, I'll take a pack. Thank you very much. I picked up some cigarettes. They weren't brand I recognized, but just an impressive feat. The Emperor Guan Temple. I was pretty sure it was a big building in the center of Chinatown. Wait, I'm not finished talking to you. Product. Is this the only thing you have? Yes. Sorry, sir. Here, take this instead. Handed me a piece of paper. Had the word gong written on it. I didn't know what the hell it was supposed to mean, but I figured it couldn't help to hang at it. What is gong? Guan Temple. Guan. If that's in Putonghua, I don't know how to do it. The Emperor Guan Temple is a temple dedicated to the worship of Guan Yu, one of China's most famous generals. That's very familiar now. Yulia later told me that he was defied during the Sui dynasty and is revered as the god by most major Chinese religion. I wonder if that's the one I read in the Tai-O Harbor. Yulian and I arrived at the Emperor Guan Temple. God damn it, I can't speak. I hope we could find this Master Lin if he even existed. I respect! The lady at the store had told us he spent most of his time at the temple. Unfortunately, it appears that Master Lin was not the only old Chinese man who liked to hang around the Guan Temple. How on earth was I supposed to figure out which one he was? Old man. I took another look at the temple men sitting around the table. No dice. I still had no idea which one of them was Master Lin. Damn it, this place is full of old geezers. We're never gonna find Master Lin. I'll admit things look very promising, sir. Maybe we should see if that lady from the shop would be willing to come back here with us and identify him. Hey, that's not a bad idea, babe. Maybe if we buy some. Wait a second. What is the matter, sir? I was turning to leave when I noticed something strange. Most of the people in the temple were over 60, but off in the corner were a number of young guys. Hold that thought, babe. I think I may be onto something. Really, sir? Yeah. Take a look at that guy over there, the one standing next to the pillar. Well, he doesn't look very friendly. I don't think he's a tourist. No, he's not. He's the old man's bodyguard. Bodyguard? Is that for me? Thank you. Come here, dumpling. Nothing like an old dumpling to keep you up a notch. Not meow. Yeah. I'll give you the drink. Come here. Here. This Master Lin is a pretty important fellow, right? He sounds like the kind of guy who would have bodyguards to me. You're smart. That woohoo! A few more minutes of observation revealed that there were quite a few tough-looking young men scattered around the temple. Any good bodyguard keeps an eye on the body they're guarding, so I knew if I just kept watching them. Eventually, they showed me the Master Lin. Oh, shoot. Not you again. Just my luck. This crazy old man who'd given me that ridiculous Chinese history quiz. You're in trouble. He was Master Lin. Sir, what's the matter? Nothing. Looks like that old geese over there is the man we were looking for. You're dead. You're dead. I didn't even listen to any of his stories. Oh, shoots. Oh, well, I'll just end this episode right here because I don't want to embarrass myself now. So, yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Click the like or dislike button to give me your judgment on the video. Click on Cedric to subscribe to me for more of these videos, and click on the preview to see what I've done in the last video. Or see what I've done for my last video. I don't even know what this English is talking about. All my English is upside down and esoteric. Look, go down to the comments and comment below, I think, to see all the crap I've done. And yeah, until then, this is Natnarf, signing off.